Hawaii's lawsuit challenging the president's revised travel ban is getting bigger. Washington State, Oregon, Massachusetts, and New York are joining the fight, asking a federal judge to stop the executive order set to take effect next week. Dan Springer's live in our Seattle bureau. All right, Dan, what is the significance of this move now in Washington State?
Yeah, hi, Shannon. This creates one more legal front that the administration has to fight in order to get its travel ban implemented. And if the federal judge out here in Seattle agrees with the Washington State Attorney General that the two executive orders are nearly identical, the restraining order he issued back in February 3rd would stay in effect and be tied up in courts for weeks, possibly even months. In its court filing yesterday, the state of Washington wrote, quote, "The president cannot unilaterally declare himself free of this court's injunction and reinstate policies that this court already enjoined. The issue will be decided by Judge James Robart, who President Trump said was a so-called judge after he issued the original restraining order." Washington State's Attorney General held a news conference a few days ago saying the second executive order was a victory for America, but then yesterday he changed his tune.
There are still constitutional problems with core provisions of this revised executive order, and the president does not get to decide if a new executive order is different enough to be clear from that underlying injunction. The court decides that.
And the Department of Justice had no immediate comment. Shannon?
All right, so what about the Trump administration? Where do they go from here?
Well, they believe that strongly that this second executive order will pass any constitutional challenge. The biggest difference, obviously, is that green card and visa holders are exempt from the ban. There's also no religious preference for refugees, and Iraq was taken off the list. The other big difference is how it's being implemented. A week-and-a-half rollout instead of overnight changes.
The executive order, the second one, there was a lot of effort put into making sure that that was rolled out effectively and achieved the goal of protecting the country that the president sought out to do initially.
And as you mentioned at the top, there are a lot of blue states joining this effort. Joining the Washington State lawsuit is Minnesota, Oregon, New York, all signing on to this lawsuit. Shannon?
Well, we knew they were coming. Dan Springer, thanks for keeping us updated.